Hey guys, how you guys doing? It is August 23rd, 2019. Hoping you're having a wonderful day, a blessed day. Indeed, finally home from traveling. I've been traveling the last 3 weeks, so I have been lagging a little bit on the videos, and for that I'm sorry. Trying to get you guys the information as fast as I can, okay? Been really tired, working long hours. A couple things I want to talk about. All right, I obviously want to talk about Iran. I want to talk about Israel. I want to talk about the whole Middle East, and then India and Pakistan. Okay. Also North Korea, because North Korea, they basically are saying that they would like to have dialogue, but when there's dialogue plus military threats, that they're ready for confrontation. Basically, they don't want the U.S. and South Korea to hold these military drills. They see it as a threat, and they have stated that, their patience is running pretty damn thin, okay? When it comes to India and Pakistan, the LOC's been extremely hot lately. I'm talking to people on Twitter, and I'm basically saying the same thing. Right now, we're at a wait-and-see situation. We're stuck between a rock and a hard place. All right. On one side, you've got Pakistan, who's never going to accept the Indian decision to revoke Article 370. Okay, and then on the flip side, India is looking at this and saying, hey, we revoked Article 370. There's been protests, there's been violence in Kashmir, even though the Indian media will tell you that everything's calm and it's all great. That's not true, all right? A lot of people in Kashmir are not happy about the decision, but honestly, the international community has basically said, hey, this is an internal Indian matter, or hey, this is a matter between India and Pakistan, not the international community. So really, India's come out on top. So, we're stuck on one side with the Pakistanis, who are stating, we're never going to accept this, but we don't know if they are going to be willing to go to a full-fledged war, or if they're just going to continue to allow terrorists to infiltrate Kashmir, continue to allow the LOC to be hot. And then you've got India, who is stating, hey, the international community stands with us. We're not going to go back on our decision, So that's where we currently stand with India and Pakistan. And then Iran, all right? We talked about how the UK decided to let go of the Grace 1, the oil tanker. Iran still has the UK tanker. I think it's called the Stena Impero. I may have that name incorrect, and I think that they're going to continue to detain it until, because right now what they're waiting for is the U.S. to detain the Grace 1. It's now changed its name. I forget what the new name is, but the U.S. put a warrant out for it. Many people believe that the U.S. Navy will try to detain that ship. Israel and the U.S. actually were conducting drills of their forces taking over ships. So people were waiting to see whether or not the U.S. acts on that, takes over the Grace 1. There's a deer right outside my freaking truck right now. It's crazy. It's like 6-7 feet away. It's just staring at me. And now it's like, oh shit, I think there's a guy in that truck. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, back to what I was saying. Sorry about that. I was like, what was that? So Iran is currently waiting to see if the U.S. is going to take over the Grace 1. All right, and that's why they're not letting go of the UK oil tanker. That's my opinion. That's my thought. Now, Israel, when Israel comes into all of this, we talked about how they're increasing their range. They're increasing their range of their military strikes on Iranian targets. They've been doing this in Iraq for a couple weeks now to a couple months. They have stepped it up over the past couple weeks, right? Well, Hezbollah in Iraq has come out and warned the U.S. and stated that their missiles have the ability to strike U.S. bases in the region. And if this continues to happen, they will do that, all right? And if that would occur, that would bring the U.S. into a conflict with Iran, all right? Many conspiracy theorists out there may think, oh, okay, this is the way to get the U.S. To take over and invade Iran, all right, is to have Hezbollah forces in Iraq start firing on U.S. bases. The U.S. has lost a few drones over the past, couple months. I think it's 3 now. One was shot over Yemen. There was reports today of one shot over Iraq. At this point, the U.S. seems like they're kind of stuck, waiting to see what happens next. All right, either we're going to take over the Grace 1, either we're going to wait to see if we're attacked, U.S. bases in the region are attacked. We are gaining a little bit more footing with this whole maritime coalition for the Strait of Hormuz. I believe Australia has joined us. We got Israel, we got the UK. I believe Bahrain is going to join as well. I don't know if any other Gulf states at this point will. We have to continue to watch that situation. But a couple flashpoints that we need to continue to watch. We need to watch Venezuela, because Trump talked about having a naval blockade of Venezuela. We need to see if that actually occurs. I don't know if it will or not. But a bunch of areas, I'm still every day keeping my eyes on India and Pakistan, because that's just a powder keg waiting to occur. I wholeheartedly believe that some form of military conflict, even if it's limited, will occur along the LOC. I don't know if it's going to happen over the international border between India and Pakistan, but I just don't see those two countries working this out peacefully. I mean, Prime Minister Khan of Pakistan came out today and stated that he's not talking to India. He's just done with it, that there's no reason to talk to him, that they won't listen, that, and he's probably getting that because Indian officials have come out and stated that if they're going to talk to Pakistan, they're only going to talk to Pakistan about Pakistani occupied Kashmir, not about Article 370, not about the IOK, all right? A lot of moving parts with that whole situation. A lot of moving parts we need to continue to watch. This summer's been pretty eventful, and I think that it's going to become even more eventful with all these signs of a recession, a global recession hitting. That makes the possibility of war increase even more so. All right, we're gonna have to watch these situations as they unfold. As more information about it comes out, I'll let you guys know. We'll talk about it, we'll discuss it. All right. Grab a beer, say a few prayers, and as always, keep your eyes to the skies. God bless.